So what sells well on Mercari, right? Obviously that's an open-ended question. A lot of people, a lot of different items sell well for different people, right? But I'm gonna speak on my own anecdotal experience selling on Mercari on the platform, and I'm gonna go through about 10 to 12 examples here. I literally just randomly pulled them. We did Poshmark yesterday. If you wanna check out what sells well for me on Poshmark and what might sell well for you on Poshmark, you can check out the video at the bottom of the description after this video plays. But today we're gonna cover Mercari and what sells well for me on the platform so that you can take these obviously insights and these examples and maybe go out and source something very, very similar for you, because if it's selling well for me, and these aren't things like, I'm gonna give you random examples like what sells well and some examples of things that you might wanna avoid. I'll also talk about like where I sourced it from, right? So like the technique, and then obviously I'll show you the profit margin and like the snapshot of the actual sale and the profit and what I netted, right? So you can emulate certain things like this, or it might give you ideas to, research and sell on other platforms as well. I think that these videos, they're fun for me to create because it's kind of fun for me to kind of reminisce and be like, oh, that's sold, I forgot about that. Like, that's a good one. I might want to source that, something like that in the future, right? But it also helps beginners kind of see what tends to sell well on the platforms, and it also does help, believe it or not, intermediate and advanced people, because I think it's a good refresher, and honestly, I think it's kind of fun to watch other videos like this as well. Even me, like I like going out and watching what sells well for other people on YouTube as well, because I find that it's kind of fun to see like what's working for other sellers, so maybe I can take a little golden nugget there and implement it in my own reselling business. So with that being said, let's just jump into some of the examples, okay? And before we actually do, if you guys are interested, there's a free case study showing the top 6 ways that I source profitable inventory for free. I don't source them all for free. Some of them I actually do, believe it or not, but it is 100% free. You can check out the free case study down in the description. You can also grab the free cheat sheet, which shows over 100 different websites that I use to source. It gives you information on each one of those actual websites and kind of how you can implement it. And that free cheat is always linked in the description as well. And if you go to bryanguerra.com/courses, you can find my Mercari course link there. If you want to scale your own Mercari business up and start making more on the platform, you can get all my secrets, all my tips, and more information, a lot like in this video, for I think $15.99. Some of the links on that actual page, it's pretty new, are $14.99 I believe, and some of them are $15.99. But regardless, it's a very, very cheap course, and I put that promotional link there for you. So first example is this retro Miami Dolphins sweater, and I sold this on the platform for $25 after the shipping fee, obviously, and after the selling fee. I ended up netting $17.51. And these retro kind of sweaters, or these retro flannels in NBA, in NFL, and NHL, all these types of things have been selling very, very well. Vintage, retro, they all sell very, very quickly on every platform, but obviously especially Mercari in this case. This one was from a liquidation pallet. The other one, believe it or not, I actually sourced from a thrift store, and I rarely do that, but I did that on, I think it was like a month ago roughly. I just went kind of thrifting because I hadn't done it in a while, and I kind of missed out on the opportunity. It is fun every once in a while. I tend to kind of, and I also do retail arbitrage, but I rarely do that as well. What I like to do is I like to do online arbitrage and source a lot from my computer, but every once in a while I will go into the store, but that's very, very rare, okay? Now this example right here is a Red Wings long sleeve shirt. Sold this on the platform for $22, ended up netting $14.81 after the shipping and the selling fee on Poshmark, or on Mercari, excuse me. And this is from a liquidation pallet that I bought, and I got each one of these for about $1.15, I think, or it could have been like $1.05 or $1.30, but regardless, I obviously netted over 13 bucks on this, because if I bought a pallet of like 50 of these shirts, most of them have sold, but I'm already profitable on the pallet, obviously, because if I spent like 100 bucks on the pallet and then I sold a couple of items, I was already profitable. But this specific item right here, I made $14.81, but after you take out like the $1.20, I obviously netted like 13 something, okay? Same exact pallet, same liquidation pallet, so these obviously are selling well for me ever since we got back from quarantine, ever since we got back into sports, so NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL now, right? I'm stoked for that, obviously. But ever since we got, sports back, a lot of my sports kind of, I wanted to say memorabilia, but that's a lot of my sports gear and fan gear have been selling very, very, very well for me. And that's why you're seeing a lot of these in those current examples, okay? So this sold for 19 bucks. I ended up netting 12, 11, and obviously, like we said before, probably got this for like $1.20. So I probably ended up netting about 11 bucks on this. Same exact palette here. Here's a Flyers sweatshirt, right? So this is actually a kid's sweatshirt, and believe it or not, I sold this same exact sweatshirt like 3 different times. One time I sold it on Poshmark, and then I realized that it was a kid, and I sold it to like a grown man. He's like, dude, this is a kid's sweatshirt, like, so we sent it back, right? And then I sold it again on Mercari the first time. Completely forgot when I relisted it that it was a kid's sweatshirt, because I have so many things going on in my businesses that, like, I guess it slipped my mind, right? So I relisted it as men's. That person returned it, and I finally did sell it to an actual kid. So sold this for 15 bucks, ended up netting $8.51 on this sweatshirt, and obviously that's from the same liquidation palette. Here's a common trend here, right? So obviously liquidation is a phenomenal way to get inventory for Poshmark, for eBay, and for Mercari, okay? But you need to know what liquidation palettes to buy. Also, cashback arbitrage is a phenomenal way to get inventory, and profitable inventory at that, for Mercari or any of your other seller platforms, right? Or any of your online marketplaces. And same thing with coupon. Now, I have courses on every single one of these. Obviously, you can go to bryangarrett.com/courses, and obviously you can find those specific courses on these actual topics, right? Or if you just want to check out some playlists for some free tutorials here and there, you can go to the playlist section on this channel, and you can see the coupon, the cashback, and the liquidation playlists, and get more insight of how I source these things and how you can probably emulate those things as well. But this one sold for $22. I made so much money on this palette. I also made money on the NBA palette. And they were gold mines, obviously, especially now that, you know, with everything back, they're selling very, very quickly, because everyone wants that fan gear now because the sports are back, okay? Ended up netting $14.81 on that. Now, this was actually a cashback product that I got for free, so I spent, I think it was maybe like 20 bucks for this. I don't remember how much it cost. I ended up obviously buying it on a cashback website for 20 bucks, got my 20 bucks back, and then I was into this product for $0, right? That's cashback arbitrage. Or I might have ended up paying like $1 for PayPal fees, but that's not every single product. Sometimes they send it as friends and family, and you don't get hit with any PayPal fees, and it's 100% free. And other times they send it obviously as just like a business transaction. So you do get hit with like the PayPal fee that's like, I don't even know what percentage it is, but it's usually like $1 roughly. So this one ended up selling for 16 bucks after fees on the platform. I ended up netting $9.41. This is another cashback product, right? I believe the same website. I think it was Extreme Rebate, but I'm not sure. It might have been Rebate Key, but there's a number of cashback websites. Like I said, the free cheat sheet with all the sites is linked down in the description if you want to check it out. These I got for free, or $1 on the cashback website. Again, ended up selling them for 15 bucks on the platform. Ended up netting $8.90. After all the seller fees. This, I believe, was another cashback. It might have been a coupon product, but I'm not positive. This one actually has been sitting in my inventory for a couple months, and it finally sold. So I believe it was cashback, but it might have also been coupon. But regardless, I know how I source items and kind of how I perceive them. So I either got this for free or for that $1 on the PayPal fee on a cashback website, or I might have spent like a couple bucks, like maybe like $1 to $3 on this if it was a coupon website. And like I said, if you're interested in understanding more about cashback or coupon because you don't know what I'm talking about, or liquidation and how to source, you can either check out the case study, or the playlists on this channel are 100% free resources that you can learn from, and then you can go out and source products a lot like this, okay? And if you appreciate the value that I'm obviously giving out there for free, please give this video a thumbs up. Obviously, I appreciate it, and lets me know that you guys like these videos. And also on top of that, it does a lot more than you actually think to help this video rank in the algorithm and search results on YouTube, so that other people can also benefit off this information as well. So this one I sold for 15 bucks, ended up netting $10.51 profit after fees. This one was, believe it or not, this one was actually something, I don't know, this one I didn't source, okay? I actually sourced this for my business to use on the go, like plug this lavalier microphone into my computer, but it just shows you I didn't vet any of these products. I literally just randomly pulled a few snapshots from like the last week of different products that I've sold to give you examples. But this one was actually something I bought for my business, and then I ended up not needing it because I have like literally 10 different microphones, and I don't really travel that much, and I don't really record when I do travel, but for some reason I just kind of wanted to get it as a backup. But so this one I ended up selling for 15 bucks, ended up netting 10.51 on this. And believe it or not, this kind of held its value because I think I bought this one for like 15 to 20 bucks on Amazon. But like I said, I didn't source this on Cashback, liquidation, or coupon. This is something I actually just bought for my business and I paid $20 for. So obviously I lost $9 on this, okay? Random example, I don't know why I threw that in there, but I didn't set this up. This one, I actually have a number of these. I still have like 20 of these. I bought like 100 of these on a coupon website a long time ago, and they've just been slowly selling and just kind of like trickling me in cash flow. It's kind of funny. So one of these baby monthly milestone stickers, I got these on a coupon website. I don't know if I said that. I got a bunch of them. I sold them for 17 bucks, ended up netting $12.31 after PayPal fees. Now this was another coupon product. I think I got this one on JumpSend maybe, I'm not sure, but I ended up selling this for 17 bucks, ended up netting $11.05 after fees, and I probably spent anywhere from like $1 to $3 to get this one right here. So that kind of wraps up all the examples of different things that have been selling well for me. A lot of cashback products, a lot of coupon products, and a lot of liquidation specifically around sports teams now that obviously quarantine is over and we're back into sports. A lot of people have been buying them up like hotcakes, but ultimately any profitable product is a good product if you can knock down the sourcing, right? There's two ways to approach it, right? You either want to look at like, okay, what's the demand and then fill it with supply. That's one way to do it. Or source a lot of profitable inventory that's very, very cheap but high quality via liquidation, via cashback, or via coupon, and then list it all. And then slowly let that sell. And the more that you obviously can acquire very, very cheaply, but obviously quality inventory, but the key there is quality, right? The more that you can acquire, the more you'll sell, the more profit that you'll make, and obviously the higher you can scale your business faster. So I really hope that that helped, guys. Those are the things that have been selling well for me. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section down below. I would love to answer them for you. Remember, please give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me, and it really does help a lot more than you think. Even just you liking this video helps the algorithm obviously rank it a lot higher. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.